LoreWarrior Online, The Stalking Spider. Overview. Though four-legged battle mechs have proven to be far sturdier and more maneuverable than any two-legged mech, pilot prejudice guaranteed that they were never widely produced. Even the appearance of apparently successful clan quad designs like the Fire Scorpion and Thunder Stallion seemed unlikely to break the tradition. Then, Cloud Cobra scientists acquired the remains of an Innosphere battle mech known as the Tarantula, and based on their studies of the design, they eventually developed their own quad unit. Their greatest achievement with the mech, however, was convincing lore master Eleni Riaz to push their new design into production. Capabilities. The Stalking Spider suffers the same lack of internal space that hampers all quad designs, but uses the available room quite efficiently. Its weapons complement is diverse enough to allow it to function in a number of different missions, but not so diverse that it suffers from being undergunned. Its speed, augmented by jump jets and an enhanced mask muscular system with its standard engine, give it the survivability that a medium battle mech requires on a battlefield dominated by Omnimechs. The Stalking Spider's greatest asset is stability. Cloud Cobra Tactical Doctrine teams a battle mech trinary with several aerospace fighter binaries or trinaries to form Fang clusters. These mech forces often perform combat drops which can turn deadly for conventional mechs. The Stalking Spider's built-in jump jets and quadrupedal frame make it far more suited for absorbing the shock and stresses of these operations. The choice to mount the jump jets in the legs produces an interesting side effect, as during a jump the pilot constantly adjusts its trajectory by moving its legs, which creates the impression that the mech is crawling through the air. Combined with the mech's unique appearance, the effect can be quite unnerving. Commanders who may encounter Cloud Cobra forces should review the briefing hollows of this mech with their units in order to become familiar with this unusual movement pattern. Deployment. The first Stalking Spiders were delivered to Clan Cloud Cobra militaries in March of 3059. In contrast to standard clan procedure, a majority of these were first distributed to frontline clusters, including the 4 Delta Galaxy clusters and both the 121st and 214th Cobra Fangs. Unconfirmed rumours place a single Stalking Spider each among Clan Bloodspirit's Omega Galaxy and Jade Falcon's Sigma Galaxy. Considering how recently the mech was developed, we consider these rumours unreliable. Variants. Information on the one known variant of the Stalking Spider is sketchy. It reportedly replaces the ERPPC and missiles with a single heavy laser and a dedicated targeting computer, presumably to help compensate for that weapon's inherent inaccuracy. Additional profiles indicate that the variant mounts a tag, an active probe, and one extra heatsink, leading credence to the version's purported mission as the Hunter-Killer. Oh, it's a little jumping spider. Yeah. So its mass is 50 tons, its chassis is a Type QX74550 Mod 3, power plant is the Fusion Standard 250 Mark 9. Its cruise speed is 54 and its max speed is 86, but it can run 119 with mask. Its jump jets are the BMP Series 21 Mod 12, with a jump capacity of 150 meters. Armor is the compound RSH-5 ferrofibrous, and armament is a Type DDS Kingston extended range PPC, 2 CCWP-14 SRM-4 launchers, and 2 Series PPS-19 medium pulse lasers, I think that is. Its manufacturer is the Constantine Assembly Plant M27A-E on Homer, and communication systems is Build 1700/1 Tacticom, and targeting and tracking is the Series 32 Multitrack. Stat-wise, it translates into a walk of 5 with a run of 8 or 10 with the mask engaged, and it can jump 5, with 11 double heatsinks for 22 dissipation. The head is 9 armor, while the CT has 21, with 6 on the rear. It has 15 on each side torso, and 4 on the rear of those, and each leg has 20, respective armor, front and back. The 2 medium pulse lasers are located in the left torso, while the SRM-4s are located in the left torso as well, with the ammo, which you can see double stacked on top of each other. Not quite sure where the lasers are. Oh, there they are, next to the cockpit. The ERPPC is the big gun on the right torso, and its mask is located there as well, with jump jets being located in the left front leg, left rear leg, the right front leg, the right rear leg, and the CT, respectively. I love the art. It's amazing. I also love the fact that it's called Charlotte. Oh, yes, Charlotte's Web, there we go. It's a great looking mech. And it's one of those rare things where it's an Innosphere mech that's actually inspired the clans to adapt and make something new. And yeah, it's such an awesome design idea. I do love the idea of this like little, if the jumping spider was turned into a battle mech, and it looks fucking great. Would definitely be the clan quad mech that I would choose if I was picking any to add to an online game, or even just a single player one. It would be such a unique design, an interesting one because it's jump capable, it's got a good mix of weaponry, fantastic visual. Yeah, it would be really, really good. The write-up is fun as well. The visual idea of this thing like leaping up and its little legs kind of moving to sort of obviously keep it on a level as it's sort of jetting along is kind of cool. It's like I might be in that minority as well that think out of spiders, jumping spiders are kind of cute looking. I guess it's because they've got the really big eyes, and they're all relatively small as well. So they're sort of interesting. They move in a unusual way. I don't know. It just makes it cute. Whereas other spiders are fucking horrific and frightening. But these things are relatively acceptable. I don't know why. I guess maybe parts of our brains are designed like that. I don't know. But yeah, the little stalking spider, it's cool. I really like it. As I said, good build. Would love to see something like this in a game in the future. Doubt we ever will, unfortunately. Russ Bullock has gone on record as saying that he thinks quad mechs are circus mechs, so it's unlikely they'll ever see the light of day in a MechWarrior title while PGI's in charge, or at least while Russ is still there. Meanwhile, it's not the kind of thing I think technically that a lot of mod teams can achieve with any ease, because it probably requires a lot of engine modification and obviously a lot of animation changes compared to obviously two-legged mechs. Yeah, obviously quad mechs require a whole different animation sort of engine to be put in, and a lot more work for, yeah, relatively low return. Yeah, the quads aren't the most popular out there, it's understandable, but they still have a place in BattleTech, and I really like all of these kinds of, the tarantula, this stalking spider, the scorpion, Goliath, all those mechs. They have their place, and it's nice to see them when they come about, as they usually have some interesting write-ups to them and a pretty decent weapons loadout as well. So, and they have quirky rules which make them kind of fun. But I'll stop talking about quads now before I remind myself too much of other things. But yeah, have a good day, everyone. Thanks for listening as always, and we have a good week, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.